Hello Internet, James Allen from Out of 8, and today I'm playing turn-based fantasy strategy game Sovereignty Crown of Kings. Game takes place on a single map of a made-up area, and you basically just pick one of the nations and try to lead it towards victory. So I'm going to do a new game. So here's the map. Basically, just pick one of these guys. Each of the different realms have different objectives that they have, so if you pick somebody small, you can see that their mission objectives here is like trade resources, become a naval power, and peace for one of the other, basically friendly with everybody. And then the things will be different. So like this one wants you to be more of a, offensive nation and go after bigger people. That said, it is extremely difficult to play the game as any of the small nations. And you'll see why in a little bit. So I'm going to pick... I don't know. Let's do this one. So we'll just pick the other one. There's also conquest, where you could take over the whole map. Basically the same thing there. So we'll just do one of those. This will be humans here. Alright. So here's your map. Basically what you do is you recruit troops, you build buildings, and you go around and attack people. So that's basically it. I'm probably going to try to align with the Baruvians, because they're right next door and I don't really want to make them mad. So let me offer them a non-aggression treaty, and they will take it. And do mutual defense. They will not do that. Alright, that's fine. Let's see. That's really kind of the big one. I just didn't want to... I might do the same thing with the Iron Barony, because I don't really want to make them mad either. Yeah, they're not going to do that, so... Got the one. So that's something, I guess. Basically, as this nation, I'm going to try to take over any of these surrounding little nations here. Probably these two. All the ones over in this area, probably. First thing you can do is upgrade your provinces by building stuff. Each province has a confusingly different array of 10 buildings you can construct, and each of them only has a certain number of slots, which is basically what the number is over here on top of the province there. So like this one can do 4 buildings. And you can see that it changes every time based on what the terrain of the area is, which is confusing when you're trying to figure out which type of buildings you need to build. Each of them costs gold, but also costs special resources. Special resources are indicated by these little squares in each of the territories that you have here. So I have a whole bunch of lumber, but nothing else. And everything basically requires other resources, at least 2, for these things. So I'm going to have to trade for this other stuff. So what you can do is you can click on the trade here. I have 5 lumber right now. So say I wanted to build the town hall, which is usually a good thing because it gives you 40 extra gold a turn. And the lumber mill is good too. So that one is 2 finance. I'm going to have to find somebody to trade with finance. So you go over here, you click on finance, you click on this, and this shows you everybody who basically produces finance. So I'm going to just start at the first one. See, they just have finance per turn. I'd rather just do straight up finance. Although, actually, I might do... Let's see if they'll do finance per turn for 1 lumber per turn. No. I don't really want to give them 2 to 1, although... Yeah, alright. Here, let's try to do 2 to 3. No, they only get 1 per turn anyway. I'll come back to them. I don't need 3. Let's try to do... Well, let's do 1 to 1 first. No, they'll actually do that. Okay, good. So we'll do that. So they'll trade 1 finance for 1 lumber, which is good because that'll get me to basically be able to build these first 2 structures here, which is good. You have to build a tier 1 structure to build tier 2s, and then it goes up from there. And some of the structures are kind of dumb. They're basically either give you less upkeep or more gold per turn, is what most of them do. Some of them add to the defensive attributes of that building. So there's that. So I can't do any more of that this turn. So there's the resources and the buildings. As you progress in the game, you gain experience points, kinda, that will unlock spells that you can use. So you can assign some of your gold for magic investment in order to increase your spells more quickly and the ones that got unlocked. Right now, I gain 4,151 gold a month, which is a ridiculous amount. You'll see, especially early on, you'll just be able to afford a ton of military units. Basically every country, and you'll just get these gigantic armies that will come up at the beginning of the game. So I can probably invest. We'll invest 5 there for my spell tree. When you queue up units, they appear there. We'll get to that in a second. Here's a list of all your armies and provinces. So I actually do have the army right there. I'll probably assign them a hero here in a little bit. So you start out with some units. It gives you the rankings for all the different empires. I'm smack dab in the middle, which is about what I thought. You can have prisoners when you attack other people, spells that are active, and then different objectives. So it wants me to capture those specific provinces, which are these 3. So basically I'm going after Avonwood because this is my objective, is to take those guys over. So that would be the guy that I would do first. And then I want to make the Golden Root spell go, and then that'll win this scenario. So let's make some guys. We'll purchase some units. Units come in 6 different flavors. You have infantry, irregular units, archers, cavalry, naval units, and siege. And their selection is pretty terrible, to be quite honest about it. Most of the units require special resources, such as this ballista requires 2 timber in order to make it. So I'm just going to build one of those. And basically the better units require more resources. This horse guy requires horses and wool, which you would have to trade for if it's not in your territory, which it's not for me. So I'd have to find somebody and give them 1 horse and 1 wool in order to build that thing. And honestly, that unit isn't good enough to really do that anyway. Slingers don't have a special thing, but they're kind of crappy units. So I'm not going to spend a bunch of money on them. Probably just buy 4. Saboteurs are pretty decent. Loggers are like basically slightly better. Slightly worse, but cheaper. And they require wood. So I'm just probably just do 1. And then we'll do a bunch of saboteurs. And then we'll do a bunch of footmen. Mercenaries require more finance, which I do not have yet, but I will trade for that shortly. So let's probably spend 1,000 on this. God, these are cheap. And that's it, yep. My training queue is full, so you can only queue up a certain number of units a turn. But all these will be ready next turn, and then I'll just incorporate them into my army. So that's all I can do now, and I have a ton of money left over still. And that's basically it. Your diplomatic options, as you saw, are really basic. It's declaring war, or having non-aggression treaties, or alliances, that sort of thing. You can also spy on them. You can try to improve relations here. These are all the relation levels, just like in one of the Paradox games. You can try to change the relations between them and another realm, or do negative stuff, or scout, so you can see how many units they have and what type of units that they are. So this is going to be my target. So I'm going to move this guy here, and I'm going after this. This is what I want. And I should be able to get it because I have a larger area, so I'll be pulling in more gold, so I can basically just spam out military units until I reach some balance where the upkeep is basically canceling out the amount of money I make each month. And then we'll go from there. And that's basically it. That's the game. So away we go. I have units waiting to be deployed. I bet I do. Okay, how much do I have room for? There is a hard cap on how many units you can have. You can only have 20 in a stack. So what that means is you really have to pick and choose what you want. And that also gives the advantage to the larger realms, because larger realms have access to more special resources that you need to build better units. So their 20 units will be simply better than a smaller nation's 20 units. So I can only queue 4 up. So do those 4 right there. And everybody else is going to go right next door. And then I will be able to afford more units shortly. That's probably almost 20. Yeah, almost 15. Alright, so. Now, do I have resources so I can build stuff yet? I might not yet. No, I think the trade is still on its way. Yeah, it's still got a turn or so left. Which is unfortunate. So, who am I? Who am I? You can see the interface isn't... yeah, 1 lumber per turn, 1 finance per turn from element. So I don't think that guy is... yeah, he's completing the trade deal, so he still has 1 more turn until that happens. And you have to give time for your diplomats to go and come back, which is interesting. In a good way. So we will wait for that to happen. And that's basically it. You know, you just kind of raise up a bunch of armies, attack the small piddling nations, take over their land, and that'll let you basically afford better units. Because even if you don't have certain resources, like I have 7 lumber right now, you can basically trade for whatever you want if you can find a good trade partner for it. So speaking of, what do I need for this? I need wine. So let me see if I can trade for some wine to get some skirmishers. And horses and wool. Alright. So let's see if I can trade for some wine. And obviously I'm not going to trade with the guy I'm about to attack. So he has no wine left, but I might be able to do a wine per turn for a lumber per turn. No. One for one? No. Not them. See, and everybody always spends all their resources, so they usually don't have... Yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna accept 1 for 1. Oh, they did. Good. Alright, so there's my wine. And what was the other one? Horses and wool. So let me see if I can get some of those. They have straight up horse. I'll straight up give you 2 lumber for 1 horse. Alright, now I'm actually running out. Yeah, I'm done with... That's all my diplomats. So I kind of like that system where it basically prevents you from doing a whole bunch of trading at once. So that's all set up and ready to go, so I'll be able to get those units in a bit. So let's queue up a bunch of stuff. I need some footmen. And saboteurs. And some slingers. That's it. That's my queue. So now I'm down to 920. But there's nothing else to really spend money on. So... Yes, please. First hero is free. I'll place him right there. To lead, hopefully, my top people. These guys have, like, probably a small number of units. So the trade has arrived. I got my horses. So I should be able to afford them. So 5 more. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goes here. And all this other junk goes in the adjacent territory. I got 1 more turn for my ballista. So I got my... What did I get? My horses? But I gotta wait for the... I do have 1 horse, but I need the wool, which I have not been able to trade for yet because my guys were out, but I got 1 back. So let's go trade for some wool so I can build 1 of those horses. It's a lot of work for like 1 unit. So let's try to get this wool going. You want to do 1? Nope. You want to do... Ooh. 1 for 1? Nope. 2 for 1. Cool. Alright, so I got my wool coming. So that will be coming shortly. So I have 7 lumber, 1 horses, and that's it. The rest of the trade things are going to take a couple turns to come in. This only has 6 more spots left, so I really only need to build 6 more. And I want to save a spot for this guy anyway, so I really don't want to queue up 5. So let me do 1, and I have a ballista. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, done. And then I'll have all this cash left over. But I'll need it to replace my armies because I'm about to invade these people. And that is basically that. Yeah, 1 turn left on all that stuff. So I don't think I didn't get any of my finance yet. Because that guy's got I think he has like 1 more turn to come back. Yeah, 1 turn, 2 turns. To come back with my finance I need for my buildings. Alright, so that's pretty much our turn. Units waiting to be deployed. Trade from Dunmar has gotten me wool. Good for them. Good for them. I have units waiting to be deployed. So I shall deploy them. Right there. Alright, so what do I have now? I have lumber. There's my finance. I have horses and wool, so I can afford that 1 wayfarer. So there he goes. And now I can start building stuff. So I could wait for another finance. 75 gold per turn while unoccupied. 40 gold per turn. Yeah, actually probably wait for another turn. That gives you almost twice as much. So I'd be okay waiting for another turn because it's going to be income's going to be 1. So I'll get another one that turn. Alright. So that's my army. Except I want to wait for the wayfarer. So I'll wait. Actually, I can declare war now and then. Well, no, that's true. I'll wait another turn. Yeah, whatever. I'll wait another turn. Alright, so now I can build my thingy. There it is. My lumber mill. There it goes. So that used up both of the finance I had in stock, and then I'll just have to wait and do it for the next one. So I think that lumber... Well, no, the lumber mill's for any... Yeah, light force, old force, which is basically every province I have, so that's okay. Alright, so now... Oh, 3 turns. Well, screw that. I'm not going to wait. Let's do this. So let's go to this, and we'll declare war. Declare war. And then I will actually attack them next turn. And I'll basically just move my units in, and then we'll be good to go. And then we'll show off combat. Alright. Hello? Which is the unit that's stupid? I hate this. There's like 1 unit that's preventing me from moving into that. Stupid junk. It's not that. Oh, wait, there it is? Yeah, garrison. There we go. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, so when you have a hero, you can decide to do auto combat or tactical combat. So this is just against 2 units. I'm going to automate it. Tactical combat, I'll try to show it off with maybe a slightly more interesting battle. But this is what auto looks like. It has different phases that the units kind of just attack each other. Done. This is going to be easy. Alright. This is another... Oh, I don't think he can actually move in there because... I'm just going to move him into my capital. Because these guys got to move up. So he's just going to kind of sit there for right now. I don't think I lost any units. So this is going to be really easy to take over. Every time you take it over, it takes a number of turns before you occupy it. So I'm going to have to stick a unit in here for 5 turns before I get it. But basically, the big battle is going to be against that that unit right there. I don't even think I need any other stuff, to be honest. Yeah, I could do another 3 units for them. And I got that 1 horse. So I guess I can do 3 more. I can do some mercenaries now. I got some finance. Or a mercenary. So that's good enough. So this guy's actually ready to go. I'll stick him here. And I'll just move him over in a little bit. Buildings? I think I just spent my finance. Yeah, I got 15 lumber and 2 wine. So, yeah, there we go. There's your battle. Well, let's do tactical. Alright, so you get your units. And then you're basically just trying to take over the enemy there. So you can place them wherever you want. And then you're just trying to take over all the objectives here. So that's my leader. Except I can only pick the blue spots, which is annoying. Click and drag, that's right. Yeah. So let's try to move some of these guys up. At least a little bit. And it's all, you know, hex turn-based sort of deal. So there's them. Alright. I'm gonna retreat him a little bit. No, actually, yeah, he's basically dead. Yeah, just outside. That's unfortunate. Oh, who do I want to get? Alright, who hasn't moved? Yeah. I think that's almost... Nope, not everybody. This guy. Shaken. Yeah, that's not so good. I'm going to cause 1 to 2, but suffer 8 to 12. No thanks. Alright, good enough. Took 1 down. Two down. We're getting there. I like the hit and run guys. Those guys, the skirmishers, they're pretty good, I must say. And there's also terrain considerations and stuff you have to make. So, and I'm actually attacking. Or no, they're attacking. I'm actually defending because I took this territory first. So... I think that's it. I think that's all I got. Now the problem is most of their units are down here and most of mine are up, so we'll see how that works out for me. But I think this is all their units. Jeez. Minus 158. I need to start pulling some of these units down here. You dead. This isn't even worth it. Just back into the city. I believe that is everybody. Yeah. Problem is my unit health is getting kind of low. But this is like their only army, so I'm not too worried about losing the war, although I may lose this battle. I need to start moving these units down. Ugh, how much health does this have left? Not very much. Yeah, it's good up north but bad down south. I believe that's it. Yep, they're moving up. Well, that's good. Good for me. He's retreating. Well, yes, thank you. Jeez, took forever to get rid of him. All right. think that's everybody. Except for him. No, I think that's everybody. I think I might actually win this battle. Well, no, I'm losing kind of a lot of health. I need these guys to get the move on. They're too slow coming down. Oh, that's the enemy unit. It's like, why can't I control him? Oh, he's one of yours. And not even worth it. Alright. That's basically it. I don't think they have very many mercenaries anyway. Got him. Oh, he got me. What the heck is this thing? It's like super health. Not anymore. Not anymore. This, obviously, I'm worried about. But I basically have all these units that are just going to have to make their way down there. Okay, you dead. Broken. Yeah, they're dead. So this is basically going to be the final battle between my units and his units, and I have them outnumbered, so... You would think... that I should have them... I'm just going to hold the rest of my guys. Where they're at. Unless I can hit and run them. Like that, basically. I like the hit and run ability. Instead, let them come to me. I will move him up. Which means he can't fire this turn, but that's alright. Alright. Come and get me, Bubba. One turn left. Or one unit left. Alright then. What the heck is this? There we go. It's more like it. Oh, he's too close, isn't he? Alright, not much longer. Oh, there we go. Got him. So basically, that's it for that war. I'm just going to take over all of this territory. Now, units level up. So I will give you that. I will give you that, and I will give you that. So attack. Yes, I am. I'm just gonna. Yeah, there's no leader, so it's gonna automate. Anyway, these are the units that were left over from before, so they're just gonna get destroyed. My units are not great, I just have a ton of them. So here goes this deer thing. Oh, stupid deer. Where'd all my units go? That's a very good question. Did they just, like, get routed or something? The heck? Oakdale. Yep, they got routed by a deer. So I lost all those units. That's fantastic. Cool. Well, time to recruit some more, I guess. Definitely want that. That's my limit. Alright. Well, that's annoying as non. Guess that's why you should leave a room to retreat, because I just lost an entire army of 20 units because a horse defeated me, so that's excellent news. Excellent, excellent news. Alright, who do I want to move? Just that one guy. You go there. Alright. Yeah. So, I should be able to take these guys out, though. Stupid horse guy. Alright. Well, now I know. I guess. Hero has become legendary. I do have units waiting to be deployed. Let me see if I can actually do this again. I better not lose this 20 unit army. Get them. Get them. Get that stupid thing. What? I lost another freaking army. This is ridiculous. By the stupid deer. That's dumb. That's insanely dumb. Ridiculous nonsense. Whatever. Alright, well, building another army. Stupid nonsense. Alright. This game. Can I build anything? No. I'm using up my... I don't know why I don't have enough finances. Oh. Apparently, no. I used it already. I do have one income of that. That's what I need. Is I need finances. Yeah, I know my objectives. Alright, let's just keep them in there and we'll just wait for the stupid horse thing. Alright. The good news is I basically can recruit an entire new army every turn, so that's good. Okay, I can do some town halls, so I'll probably do that here. Increase my income a little bit. They pay for themselves in 10 turns, essentially. So, yeah, there you go. I'm just going to auto this. Get the stupid horse thing. Or deer, or whatever it is. Thank the Lord. How he's able to get more units, I don't know. But he is. Boom. Alright, well. Probably wait another turn for another finance. To be honest. Yeah. Alright. Still gonna beat you. What is this stupid thing? A nymph? I can see her buttocks. And a woodland minstrel. Goodbye, nymph. Goodbye, minstrel. Yay. Once I get these two territories, then... Oh, good. Yes. So, one objective down. This one will happen in 3 turns. Again, do I even want to attack this? I guess maybe now that I have somewhere to retreat to, it'll be okay. Oh, just 2 nymphs? That'll be easy. I love my ballistas. I need to build more of them. Good. Alright, you guys just stay put. They can't even afford any more units. So, we're good. Yeah, we can build one of these things. So where do I want to do that at? Doesn't even matter, honestly. Let's do it here. There's no, like, buffs for doing it in a certain province or anything. Alright, so you guys just sit tight. Let me recruit some ballista. 28. Because those are pretty good. That must be my limit. Now, I don't think I need to actually trade for wine anymore. Well, I got one there. I'm going to get another wine there. So who is my wine with? Don't I have a wine? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's almost done anyway. It's fine. Extra wine's alright. Alright, so you guys just sit tight. Four more turns. I am a minor power. Why am I way down here? I do not know. But okay. How many more units can you get? 0. You can see I'm getting an absolutely ridiculous number of units. My income is still... Now my upkeep is getting high. So you can see my income is now only down to 1,000 a turn. So I'm probably going to chillax on units here in a little bit. I got... Yeah. I think 4 armies is probably pretty up on it. I'm not going to play this much more after I get the objectives here, but... What's my other objective? Golden Root spell is active. Where is that? There it is, level 3. So I got to get your level 3 thing there. Takes a long time for spells to go, so that's going to take a considerable amount of time for that to occur. So I'm honestly just going to kind of run turns. I can't afford some buildings now, though. Yay! 2 more turns and then I have their whole everything. So I think I have 2 finance now. No, I have 3 finance actually. I have a lot of wine too. I need 2 crafts to get a vineyard. Might do that. Can I get that here? Yeah, I can. So I want 2 crafts. Who wants to give me some crafts? I even do 2 to 1 for you. Actually, looks like you'll accept a 1 to 1. Nope, 2 to 1. Alright, so we'll build some wine, some vineyards here in a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't really matter where you build them. But vineyard is tier 2. That'll be my last building in Oakdale. But that'll give you some more income. So basically all the buildings are either incomes or, you know, there's something like there's a covert actions are more effective. Gold production is 125% in a marketplace, but you got to have like 6 finance for that thing. Finance is a really good resource for constructing structures. All right, we got 2 more turns until I own all of their territory. 1 more turn. Deploy my ballistas. Give them all to you. Nope, I can't give them all to you. Why can I not give them all to you? Oh, you can only get 2. There we go. You can get the other 3. Yeah, and you're full. Alright. 1 more turn. Ah. Bunch of people declared war on me. So I got those objectives there. But everybody declared war on me because I basically took somebody over. And I have a bunch of rebels, so that's cool. And I honestly don't feel like dealing with that. So, 2 of my armies turned into rebels. That's awesome. So I'm going to call it a day right here because I'm probably about to get my butt kicked by a bunch of rebels, even though I, fulfilled my objective. So there you go. That's Sovereignty Crown of Kings. I think it's similar. It reminds me a lot of Crusader Kings and Dominions, although it does not have the depth of either of them, to be honest. I mean, basically the game consists of spending gold to recruit insanely large armies very quickly. I got 10,000 gold. They're basically only limited by, if you're a large country, the recruitment limit per turn. And you're only allowed to have 20 units per army and all that stuff. But you can basically just keep spamming out units, and like the really big realms can just look at all the units that this guy has. It's ridiculous. So, and then plopping down buildings and occasionally having to trade for resources that you need to get the higher level units and buildings, and that's basically the game. So it really doesn't have that much depth because it plays the same way every time. If you're one of the big empires, you can afford a ton of units simply because you have access to more special resources, which allow you to recruit not only more units because you get more gold income per turn, but better units because you can spend your special resources on those better units. So it's really stacked against the smaller nations. So you can just declare war and then take their resources and then slowly grow over time. There's the max size for armies. You're limited to 20 units, so having better quality units is better, which means if you have more special resources, you'll be able to have a more effective army. There is a decent variety of units, especially if you go to some of the other races that are in the game. Magic research goes pretty slowly. I haven't even gotten close to researching one level 1 spell. So that takes a lot of turns. Diplomatic options are fairly limited. It's basically just non-aggression treaties, defensive pacts, alliances, stuff like that, and then trading specific resources over here that you don't have, that you need in order to raise the buildings and the troops that you need in order to claim victory. The tactical battles aren't really that impressive. Honestly, I almost always just auto do them because I think it's more interesting to look at them doing it that way than it is with the tactical battles. And the AI is actually pretty decent. They'll declare war on you when you declare war and have your troops in another area. So they actually play the game pretty well. But I think that the lack of depth in sovereignty kind of holds us back. So this is definitely a game for more of a novice, turn-based fantasy strategy gamer. And people who have played Crusader Kings and Dominions, if I have, will be disappointed by the lack of variety and options that you have in the game, because you're just mostly constructing units, invading territory, and trading for goods to build buildings that don't really make a huge difference in your economy. All those 80 gold is not really much. You get far more money from taxes, which you get from basically taking over more territory. So the objective of the game is definitely take everybody over. So there you go. That's all I have for today. Till next time, bye now.